Hey, Ashley. What are you up to?
Nothing. What's up?
Nothing. Do you know what you're making for tonight?
For dinner?
Is it too early to ask? I just want to plan my day. I need to know if I should eat a light lunch or skip lunch altogether. So, any ideas?
Oh, lol. I haven't really thought about it yet.
I thought you were making miso glazed salmon and sauteed greens or something. Mike mentioned it yesterday and he was really excited about it, so I figured that's what you're making.
Yeah, maybe.
If you haven't decided, make something else then. Maybe that pasta dish you made last week. The one with the cream sauce? Yeah, that was really good. I loved it.
I don't know. I have all the ingredients for salmon today.
You can save those for another time. I'm sure you have other ingredients in your fridge. You always keep it so well stocked. Unlike mine, which only has takeout containers.
Karen, are you planning to come over for dinner again today?
Yeah, why not? Your place is close to mine. It only takes me 10 minutes to walk over. Plus, you are so good at it. At least way better than me. Remember last time you made dinner for us? You had so many leftovers. So, why not, right? You're my brother's wife now, so you're basically family. So I'm going to come over to have dinner with you guys as a family. It's what my mom always says anyway.
Well, yes, but coming over every single day is a bit much. I only bought enough food for two.
Don't be stingy. Family shares. We will figure it out. Plus, it's not that different making food for 2 or 3 people. Just buy more groceries next time if you're going to complain. I can even ship in for groceries sometimes. If I remember.
I'm not complaining. It's just that...
Just that what? You don't want me around? After everything I've done to welcome you to the family?
Well, we're still newlyweds, so...
Still in the honeymoon phase? It's been 3 months already. You two aren't really newlyweds anymore. Mike and I used to have dinner together all the time before he got married with you.
No, to me, it's only been 3 months.
3 months is plenty of time to adjust to married life. You're being dramatic. You can cook well, and I don't know how. So it makes sense that I come over to have meals with you guys. Mom always did everything for us, so I never had to learn. Oh, do you want to know a funny story of mine? I tried making rice once, and I somehow ruined it. Like, the pot was completely ruined to the point I had to throw it away. All that takeout was making me break out. Like I said, it makes sense that you do the cooking. I'll chip in.
I appreciate that you like my cooking so much, but maybe this is a good opportunity for you to learn how to cook. Since you're living alone now, maybe it's time to try learning. Food is important, and you'll need those skills for years to come.
I tried watching cooking videos and tutorials, like, so many times. They make it look so easy, but it really didn't work out. I couldn't get it right or ended up making a huge mess in the kitchen. So yeah, cooking is not something I can do. It's not in me, apparently. And you being a good cook and makes enough for everyone, I think it makes sense I join you guys.
Why should I cook for you, though? It doesn't make sense to me.
Because we're family now. It's what sisters do and family do for each other. Mike would want you to help his sister. It's not like I'm asking for dessert or anything special. No, the chocolate cake you made last week was amazing. Let me know if you are thinking of making the cake again. Maybe you can make extra for me to take home with. I would love to have it again.
Mike actually mentioned that you should learn to cook. He was worried if you will ever be independent if you don't start learning.
He's just saying that to just agree with you. He wouldn't try to make me do anything I don't want to do. He and I often went to get takeouts and never heard anything negative about it.
No, he genuinely thinks you should be more independent, and he is right. You need to grow up a little now.
What is he talking about? I am independent. I pay my own rent. I mean, Mom helps paying sometimes, but that's only sometimes anyway. The fact I live alone is pretty independent to me. It's not like I live with my parents and without a job. I just prefer your cooking. That's the only thing I cannot do well, and you are a good cook.
Karen, I can't be your personal chef forever. And like I said, Mark and I need our own space. We are still newlyweds at the end of the day.
I'm not asking you to be my personal chef. I'm asking to just cook a little extra. You're already cooking for him anyway. What's so bad about it? It's not that hard. What's one more portion? It's not like I'm asking you to make 5 servings for me every day. Remember, I even bought you those nice fancy chopsticks. See? I show appreciation still. You said you like the design.
Well, thank you for the chopsticks, but does it mean you can use me like your personal chef? You've been here every night this week.
Because your food is good. Just take it as a compliment. I don't see what the problem is. Be proud. Most people would be happy their family loved their cooking. Oh, you know what? Maybe you should start a food or cooking blog. I could help you take pictures and videos. My Instagram game is strong. We can create an account and run it.
That's not the point.
Then what is the point? You're acting like I'm some kind of burden when I'm just trying to be close to my family. Is that so wrong? Do you know how lonely it gets eating by myself? Every single night, just in front of the TV, alone.
Listen, even if we're family, we need to have separate households. We want to have kids eventually and build our own family. I won't be able to keep cooking for you forever. You need to find yourself.
Oh my gosh! You don't need to be so dramatic about it. And when you have kids, I can help out. And if you guys move, I'll just move nearby too. Like those TV shows where everyone lives on the same street or even the same house. Siblings should stick together. I don't see why that's so bad. Mike would like having a sister close by anyway.
I'm not saying I want to be away from you. I'm just asking for some space here. It's not okay.
It is good for all of us, I'm telling you. It's nice having family close by. You can count on them when you're in need. Like I said, I can help out with kids when you have them. Everyone needs a village to raise a kid. I'd be the cool aunt. You know, the fun one who brings presents and snacks to them and takes them to the park.
Yeah, that's thoughtful and I love the idea, but we still want our own space. We need to focus on our own family.
You're so cold lately, Ashley. What happened to you? Did Mom say something to you about me? She's always trying to interfere.
No, nothing like that. I just think you should work on being independent.
I am independent. Why does everyone keep saying that? I have my own place and it's even decorated. I just think families should help each other, like you helping me with cooking. That's what family does, right?
Maybe, but you should really learn to cook. Aren't you trying to date? Both men and women find it attractive when someone can cook.
Nah, I don't know. Dating is so hard these days. No one meets my standards and all the good ones are taken. My last date only knew how to make instant ramen. Can you believe that? I'll just marry a guy who's good at cooking at least. Like that chef from that cooking show. I would love a partner who is cute and a good cook. Did Mike cook for you when you started dating? Or did you do all the cooking from the start?
He knew some basics.
See? He was not perfect with basic cooking skills and knowledge, and you still married him. So why would I need to learn? I have other qualities, like my personality and my looks. I joined one of the matchmaking services and already told them I want someone who can do housework and makes over $100,000. And of course, he has to be tall and handsome. And at least 180 centimeters. Oh, and have his own place. They keep sending me profiles of guys who can't cook or guys who live with roommates. Or worse, with their parents. Can you believe that? So yeah, it's hard to find someone nowadays.
I don't know. I think it's you. Can you even find someone with those requirements?
Well, there aren't many. Like, barely any. And the ones I find have their own demands, like wanting someone in their 20s or with a certain income. It's ridiculous. I'm like, who do they think they are? One guy wanted someone who could speak 3 languages. Another wanted someone who could play the piano. As if that matters in real life. And they all want someone younger. It's so superficial.
Sounds like those guys aren't worth your time.
Exactly. You get that, right? This is why I like coming to your place. You always listen to my problems. Unlike Mom. She just tells me I'm being picky. But I just know that I deserve the best. Mom is getting worried that I am too young to be picky at this point. But I look younger than my age, so I'm sure I'll find someone good. Everyone says I could pass for 25. The matchmaker said I have a youthful energy like a college student. I mean, I look younger than you, and you're 5 years younger than me. That's what everyone says. Even the convenience store clerk thought I was your little sister.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, you don't need to be upset or jealous. Everyone ages differently.
Huh. I'm just acknowledging what you were saying at this point.
Are you being sarcastic? I can tell when you're being sarcastic. Your messages get really short. Like now. You used to be nicer before you got married, when you were still trying to impress everyone.
I'm just tired today.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't talk about looks. That just slipped out. I know you've been stressed lately. You do look a bit worn out. I noticed last time I was over. Don't worry, you're still pretty even if you look tired. You just need more sleep maybe, or a facial. I know a good place. I can share the location with you.
It's fine.
You're so nice, Ashley. I'm glad my brother married someone like you. Unlike his ex. His last girlfriend was so stuck up. Remember when she tried to tell me how to dress? As if she knew fashion. She had the pair I thought they were very ugly. I could never get along with someone strong-willed, like her. You're different though. More passive. In a good way. You understand people better, like me.
I tried to be understanding.
That's why I like coming over. You never judge me like anybody else does. It's not just the food. You get me. And you are a good cook. Speaking of food, I'll be there in about 30 minutes, so make sure you cook something I like. I'm starving and I want to eat as soon as possible. No mushrooms this time, please. You know I hate them. They have such strong odor and taste. Ugh, I can't. And please, don't make it too spicy like last time. My stomach hurt for days.
Karen, you need to listen to what I'm saying. I haven't agreed to cook for you yet.
But you already started preparing for supper, huh? All right, how about if I bring dessert? There's this new cake shop near my place. Everyone says it's amazing.
That's not the issue.
I'm already on my way. Can you make extra rice? The good Japanese kind, not the cheap stuff.
Karen.
Almost there. Don't forget to make tea, too. I love how you put honey in tea the last time. It was so good. Oh, by the way, Mom told me you're building a new house.
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't you tell me? Your own sister-in-law. I had to find out from Mom. Well, more like I saw on Mom's phone when a notification from you came in while I was at their place. Why are you keeping secrets? I thought we were close.
Ah, so that's how you found out.
How long have you been planning this? Months? Years? Behind my back? Is it going to be big? How many rooms? Send me pictures. I want to see. I want to see everything. The floor plans and the yard too. Where is it anyway? Show me everything. Are you guys planning to stay in the tiny apartment until the house is ready for you to move in?
Yeah, we're trying to save money since building a brand new house costs so much money.
You should have told me about the house sooner. I could have helped with the planning. I watch all those home renovation shows and I'm practically an expert. So yeah, you should have told me.
Why is that?
Because if I knew you were building a new house, I wouldn't have gotten my own place. I just signed a lease last month, a whole year lease. What a waste of money. The deposit alone was huge.
I'm not following.
I mean, a new house would be nice and big and you can make a room for me. I wouldn't have needed to move out if I knew that. I could have saved so much money. How big is it and where? How many bedrooms? I need a big closet, like a walk-in closet, please. And my own bathroom.
Are you saying you want to live with us?
Of course! I was planning to live with you and Mike from the start since you got married. But your apartment was such a dump, I couldn't stand it. And that's why I moved to the condo nearby. The new house will be much better for us. We can all live together. And I think it'll make so much more sense for all. Like a real family.
Wait. Why do you even want to live with us? We didn't know that was your plan neither.
I'm tired of living at home. And Mom and Dad are always nagging me about chores and rent. Karen, clean your room. Karen, pay your share. Karen, get a real job. Dad keeps saying I need to grow up. But if I live with you guys, you'll do the housework and I won't need to pay anything. Win-win. You're so much nicer than my parents and you obviously understand me better.
That's not how it works. Plus, we don't want to live with anyone. No one is going to be living with us, Karen.
What? Why not? We could share a Netflix account and groceries. I think that would be helpful.
The house is for Mike and me. We're not planning to have anyone else live there.
Why though? I really want to live with you guys. Pretty please, with sugar on top. I promise I'll be quiet. You won't even know I'm there. And I'll help with groceries sometimes. When I have money.
Even if you say please, we have our own pace and our own vision for our home.
I could fit right in. Why not? Mike won't mind. He's my brother. He loves me.
Let me put it this way. If you got married, how would you feel if your husband's sister said she wanted to move in with you?
I would never allow that. I would not marry anyone that thinks it's okay to have in-laws around. That would be so weird. Who does that? Living with in-laws? Ew. That is like the worst nightmare. I would never do that.
Exactly, that's my point. You do understand how it is.
But this is different. You're more like a sister than a sister-in-law. We get along so well. I already know your routines. And your cooking. When families live together, the wife has to cook, clean, and do laundry for everyone. That's traditional values, and it is rare these days. I think it's fair.
But we don't live together.
Well, I've been coming over every day, so it's basically the same thing. I practically live here already. All my favorite mugs are in your cabinet. My slippers are by your door.
You did that all on your own. I didn't put them there. Mike and I aren't going to take care of you. You need to give us some space. We love you, but this is not right.
I'm not asking you to take care of me. Just let me live in the house. I'll even pay a little rent when I can, of course. After shopping. And nails. And hair.
I've said multiple times that you cannot live in our house.
I've made up my mind. I'm definitely living with you. You can't stop me. I already know which room I want. I'll take a room that gets morning sun. Perfect for my plant babies.
No, even if you've decided that.
Shut up! I'm your husband's sister. I rank right after mom and dad. Family hierarchy. It's important. Mike will understand. He always does. Blood is thicker than water. Or marriage.
You cannot be serious.
It's not weird for a brother to live with his sister. You're being cruel excluding family like this. I'm definitely moving in. Just watch. You'll see how helpful I can be. I'll water the plants and feed the fish or whatever you get as a pet. If you should get fish, though, they are very quiet and low maintenance. It'll be perfect for all of us. See, it'll be fun. You will get used to having me around. I can help you with some errands for you, too. When you need someone to get groceries or watch TV with, or just to talk, like sisters. It'll be fun. Before you got all weird about boundaries, don't worry, I think it'll be fun. Hey, Ashley, what are you doing?
Hi, Karen. It has been a while. I'm just relaxing today.
Guess what is happening today? The day has finally come. I've been so excited and waited for this for so long. Like, I can't sleep excited. I've been planning everything for today.
What are you talking about? What is happening today?
I found your new house! After weeks of searching and following trucks and asking around.
You mean the house Mark and I built?
What else would I be talking about? It was so hard to find. You even had mom and dad keep quiet about it. They wouldn't tell me anything no matter how much I begged. So that was not easy. Or even my tears didn't work on them. But I'm clever and figured it out. I followed the construction trucks every morning for weeks in my car. It wasn't easy, as it took a few weeks, but it was totally worth the gas money.
You followed the truck? What are you doing, Karen? Why are you so obsessed with this? I can't believe you did all that.
I already moved all my stuff in. Every single thing. My bed, my dresser, all of my clothes. The yellow house is perfect and I love it. Such a pretty color. It's like sunshine. My furniture looks great in my new room too. I love it. I arranged everything, so come look. I already hung a few of my pictures. I wanted to set up my TV, but you guys need to buy the TV stand for it first.
Not only did you break into the house, you moved yourself in? What have you done? And no way you did that already. You couldn't have done that alone this quickly.
Oh, of course not. I hired movers and everything. They were expensive, but worth it. Had to use my emergency credit card, but who cares? Now we can be one big happy family, just like we were meant to be, and I am so excited about this.
Karen, you need to stop. I don't understand why you did that in the first place, but that's not our house.
What? What are you talking about? I know that is your house. It's not yours. I thought the yellow house is yours. Oh my gosh. After all my effort, all my planning, all my money spent, I only want to live together because it would be more fun. We could have movie nights and spa days. Plus, when the baby comes, it'll be hard, so I want to help. I can babysit, change diapers, feed the baby, be the best aunt ever.
You come over just to eat, make messes, and make me do your chores. You call that help? You're just in the way.
Ashley, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was such a bother. I thought we were close, like sisters. But if you say that is not your house, I need to pack everything up now. Can you come out to help me now? I need to grab literally everything. I don't know what to do. You need to help me.
Well, you stalked us to figure out where we would be living. You went behind everyone's back and moved everything in without talking with us. You broken.
I just wanted to move in with you guys, that's all. Can you help me with this situation? My furniture are all inside the yellow house and the movers left already. Everything I own is there. All my clothes, my makeup, my electronics. I don't know what to do here.
Like I said, figure out before someone sees you there.
No way. Hey, doesn't your family have a pickup truck? Can we borrow that? The blue one in the garage? You could come help me move the furniture. Can you come now? Before anyone notices that I moved into a stranger's house? You have a license for a truck, right? Ashley, come on, I need your help. I'm in big trouble right now.
I'm in the 3rd trimester and you want me to move furniture? You are so selfish, Karen. You need to stop acting like this, seriously.
Come on, you're the only one I can ask for help. I can't tell our parents, they'll be so mad. If you quietly help me move the furniture, no one will know. I'll owe you for life. I'll do anything, pretty please. Just help me. I don't have anyone to ask for help. Come get my things from the house.
I can't and I will not.
Stop being mean. I'm begging you here. I'm literally on my knees. Why can't you help me? You are being so mean. You must help. Hello?
I'm not being mean. I told you no. I will not help you move your stuffs from the house you broke in.
Fine. Just give me the address where your new place is. I'm gonna see if I can get them myself then. So, where is the address? I need your truck though, so come bring the truck here, please. It's the cute yellow house.
Got it. Mom and Dad are on their way.
What? Why are our parents coming? You told them? You snitch! I told you! I cannot tell them! How could you?
They've been at our place visiting. They saw this whole conversation.
What? You didn't invite me, but they are welcome at your place? That is not what family does. I said I'm sorry. I trusted you. I can't believe this. You betrayed me.
Stop using me when it's convenient for you. You need to own your mistake.
Oh my gosh, you are so annoying. I never actually liked you, and after all this, I hate you. You stole my brother and you ruined everything.
Go ahead and let your parents and the police scold you into reality.
You even called the police? What the? I won't forgive you for this.
It's time you grew up. You have been relying on everyone around you for so long. No one's going to take care of you if you don't grow up. You are going to be alone for the rest of your life if you keep acting like you are right now. Karen got slapped by her parents when they arrived, and they called the police. They got in touch with the actual homeowner, and of course, she has to pay damages. Our parents were so disgusted by her behavior that they cut ties with her, telling her not to contact any of us, including them. She couldn't go back home, so her stuff went to storage, and now she's living in hotels. Karen's broke from paying damages and keeps trying to contact us and our parents for help, but no one's responding. She probably still doesn't understand how terrible her actions were or how much trouble she's caused everyone. We have no intention of continuing any family relationship with someone like that. If she shows up again, we won't hesitate to take action. Several months after Karen's incident, life's been busy with the house being finished and the baby being born. But even though parenting is challenging, my mind is at peace without Karen barging in every day. I'm grateful to my in-laws and Mike for protecting me from Karen, and I look forward to raising our child with lots of love in our new home. See you later! Hey Mark, what are you up to? Do you have any idea what time you're coming home today? Mark, I haven't heard from you all day. Hello?
Hey, sorry about that. I just got out of a meeting. Maybe I'll probably be home around 7 p.m. Why? What's up?
Oh, okay. No worries. I was curious why you haven't responded to my text for a while. Hey, I might not be home when you get back.
Oh yeah? Why? Where are you going?
Oh, I'm just visiting my parents' house right now, and I think I'm going to have dinner here with them. So I was wondering if you would be okay with getting your own dinner ready? Mom's giving me a ride home, so don't worry about me.
Sure, that's fine.
I'm sorry about that. Thank you for understanding.
No problem, it's fine. I have some work to catch up on anyway. I'll just grab some snacks here and go home after I finish up a little. Enjoy the dinner with your parents tonight. Tell them I said hi.
I will. Thank you. Oh, do you know Mrs. Johnson from the first floor? I met her at the entrance as I was leaving, and she gave me a lot of fresh strawberries, like a box full of them. They smell so good. I have never seen this many strawberries. I'll bring them home.
Oh yeah, I remember her. That's nice of her. Fresh strawberries sound so good right now.
I know they're your favorite. She's so nice, isn't she?
Yeah, that's really nice of her.
She kept asking about us, and she mentioned her son works for the government. You know how chatty she is. Lol, we talked for quite a while.
Yep, she is nice, but man, she can talk for hours. So what did you guys talk about? Anything interesting?
Just general stuff. She was curious about how we could afford such a nice place at such a young age, so she was interested what you do for a living.
That is weird to ask. And what did you tell her? Did you tell her that my mom owns it?
Yeah? Was I not supposed to?
Emily, we've talked about this before. It's supposed to stay private. It can get awkward and people might act weird around us.
Sorry, it just slipped out. I'm sorry. She is really good at getting people to talk. I'll be more careful.
Please do. I don't want anyone to act weird around us.
We're really lucky to have your mom, though. I understand why Mrs. Johnson would be so curious, but really, I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Yeah, we are very fortunate. She's letting us rent at way below market rate. For the space and location, we are so fortunate.
Yeah, we are. If your mom didn't own this building, we'd be in a much smaller place or so far from the station. I can't even imagine what our life would look like if we didn't have her. Maybe it'll be like an old tiny apartment away from the city. Do you think she will tell others? I feel like she is going to. She talks so much, like she is a social butterfly, so I'm now worried.
I don't know. I'm not too concerned. We should just be more grateful, that's all.
Maybe I should talk to her again and ask her to keep it quiet?
Just leave it. That might make things worse. Hey, you said we got some strawberries. Why don't we share some with your parents and mine? Between the two of us, I don't think we can eat that much anyway. Since you're there now, give some to your parents, and I'll go drop them off at my parents' before work tomorrow.
Please don't tell your mom I said anything.
I wouldn't do that. There's no point in mentioning that anyway.
Okay, good. Actually, I'll take them to her tomorrow. I got it.
You sure? I can drop them off before work. It's easy.
Let me do at least this much. I don't have any plans tomorrow anyway. I can take them to her tomorrow.
All right, I'll leave it to you then. Thanks.
There's some leftover in the fridge, so just heat it up when you get home.
Got it. Be careful on your way home. Have fun.
Text me when you're leaving the office.
Will do.
Mark, is there anything specific you want to eat lately? Any cravings? I'm planning to do some meal prep for the week, so I'll take requests.
Haven't thought about it. What'd you have in mind?
I could try some new recipes I found online, or maybe I can make something you grew up with, like comfort food?
Yeah, some comfort food sounds good. We've had a lot of fancy dishes lately.
Lol, too fancy to you. Well, anyway, comfort food it is. Got it. So, do you want something like mac and cheese or meatloaf? What do you have in mind?
Oh, both sound good. I'm okay with whatever's easier for you.
Sounds good. I'll make sure to prepare enough for your lunches, too.
By the way, I ran into Mrs. Parker next door when I was heading out this morning. She asked how the roast beef was, so I told her it was delicious, and she said she's glad it suited my taste.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I didn't know she made roast beef for us. I just figured you made it. Has she been cooking for us, or was it a one-time thing?
Just some dishes here and there. She's been really kind. You know, I heard she is kind of strange, allegedly.
What do you mean?
Well, Mrs. Johnson told me that Mrs. Parker is known for making up stories. She's always trying to get involved in everyone's business.
Really? She didn't look like that kind of person.
She seems normal when you talk to her, but people who compulsively lie are good at seeming truthful. I heard she even lied about her job history to get the apartment.
Where did you hear that?
People talk. You know how it is in this building. Be careful with her. Don't believe everything she says. I heard she needs professional help. Just remember that she could be lying.
She doesn't seem that way to me.
I know. I never know. You always try to see the best in people. I love that about you. Just be careful what you tell her, okay? She could be making up some fake stories for everybody in the building too, so don't trust her.
Yeah, I will be careful. I don't see her much anyway, so I'm not worried she'd come chat with me all that often anyway, though.
Yeah, I hope she won't come for me, lol. Oh hey, my parents suggested a trip next weekend. Would it be okay if I went for 3 days?
A trip? Where to? That sounds nice. I'd like to go too. Oh wait, is it for me too, or just you?
Sorry, we're also visiting some relatives. There's someone in the hospital we need to check on. They would like this trip to be just close relatives.
Oh, I see. That's fine then. Yeah, go.
You're not upset?
No, family is important. Have fun with your family. Don't worry about me. A family trip sounds nice, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you for being so understanding. My parents are looking forward to it, and so am I. I feel bad leaving you alone, though. I will miss you. I'll make sure to prep some meals for you before I go, so you don't have to cook for yourself. I'll text you every day.
I can take care of myself, but I won't complain about prepped meals.
Yeah, I know. I will be gone, but you will at least have some food to feed yourself with. One less thing to worry about while I'm away, lol. Maybe we can plan something when I get back.
Sure, sounds good. Hey, Mom, I'm sorry I missed your call earlier. I'm working today. What's up?
Nothing. I just thought it'd be nice to talk to you. I didn't know you work on holidays. Since when do you not get a weekend off?
I usually don't and don't have to, but wanted to catch up on some work since Emily's away with her parents this weekend. They're taking a short trip, and I figured this is a good time to get some work done. This way I won't have as much overtime next week.
Oh, okay. Well, she needs a break sometimes too. It's good that she has a family she is so close to.
Yeah, she's pretty close to her family. She was super excited before she left, so I'm sure she's having a great time with them.
Mark, I wanted to talk with you about something. You seem distracted lately. Is everything okay with you? Is anything going on that I don't know?
No, I'm just tired from work. Nothing's going on, Mom. Don't worry about me.
Mark, I know you're working hard, but if money's tight, maybe you should consider looking for a new job, a different company, or even change the career.
Huh? I am tired, but I still like my job. I'm only working because I wanted to.
Well, staying at a job that doesn't pay you well for your skill and knowledge, having to struggle isn't always the best choice in your life, dear. You're still young. You could try different things. Have you looked around?
Thank you, but I'm okay. I'm happy at my current job, and we're not struggling financially. Why would you think that? We're doing fine. What made you think I'm struggling all of a sudden?
I'm just worried after all the hardship Emily's going through. I want to make sure you know that it is not too late to change your career if you are having a hard time.
Hardship? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Well, you know, I don't mean to bring this up in a way to make you feel pressured, but you guys are behind on rent, and I wanted to see if I can help you with anything.
Huh? What do you mean we're behind?
I know you two are struggling financially, she told me. As a husband, it is part of your responsibility to support your wife and family. You're making her pinch pennies all the time, and I feel bad that she has to do that. I know her part-time job doesn't pay well either, and I feel terrible for you two.
Wait, Mom, what are you talking about? I give Emily the rent money every month. I don't know what you're talking about. Is this true? What is she telling you exactly? And what part-time job are you talking about? I've never asked her to be frugal. Sure, we might not live luxuriously, but I think we live like any middle-class couple. I don't understand why she would tell all those lies to you.
What? You're giving her the rent money? Really?
Yeah, every month, of course.
Huh.
Yes, so what's this about us struggling? Emily hasn't been paying you the rent?
Well, she asked me a few months ago if she could delay the rent payments.
Did she tell you why? Has she paid any since then? She didn't tell me anything, and I am so speechless. I don't know what to think. So how long ago was this? How long has this been going on?
She said you guys couldn't make ends meet with just your salary, and I heard it was because of overspending. She said she couldn't keep up with the credit card payments anymore.
I hardly ever use my credit card. I use my debit card for small purchases like lunch. I mean, I use the credit card when she and I go out, but that's only a few times a month. Mom, out of everyone, you know I'm not a big spender. You know I don't need a lot of things. I haven't changed a bit, and I really don't buy myself anything.
That's true, you don't spend much. But I heard you had a lot of work-related social obligations, and the bills are starting to pile up or something. She said you were spending a lot on client entertainment, too.
I only go to the absolutely necessary work events. Even in college, I rarely went to parties. You know I can barely handle alcohol. I don't go out at night at all. I literally go to work and come home, sleep, wake up, and go to work. So no, I probably only spend a little on my lunch daily, but that's it.
Then what's the truth about what she was saying? Why would she lie to me? I was really worried about you two. I wanted to know how to support you guys. She told me she'd handle it through budgeting and asked me not to tell you anything.
Okay, so she's been lying to both of us, basically. How much rent has she missed?
Several months now. I was trying to be understanding. You guys are young and figured you really do have credit card bills to pay. We don't know why she lied yet, but if she was taking the rent money from you every month, she must have been using that money for something, for herself.
Yeah, but why? For what?
Where do you think she spends her time? Do you know if she shops a lot? Does she own a lot of things?
I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. Mom, if she contacts you, please don't mention any of this. I don't want her to know that I know.
You're not going to ask her about it?
No, I want to investigate what she's been spending money on first so she can't just lie about it in my face again. I know that if I ask her directly, she won't tell me the truth. Plus, she's been suddenly going to her parents' house a lot lately. I didn't think about it too much up until now, but she's spending way more time there. Something is going on and I need to know.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I believed she was just visiting family, but after finding out about the rent and the lies, I'm not so sure anymore. Just like this family trip she's taking right now.
I understand. It really is suspicious. Mark, I'm sorry. I should have told you sooner. I'll try to act normally if she contacts me. I won't say anything to her, I promise. But let me know if you find anything, and let me know if you need help. And I'm sorry for doubting you. I didn't know that she was lying. I should have come talked with you as soon as she told me that.
It's okay, you didn't know. She lied to you to manipulate. You should have told me immediately if we missed the rent, because I want you to treat us like everybody else. It's not right that we're late on rent for so long, but I know you're just being a good mom.
I'm glad we found out while she's away. You probably would have confronted her if she was here.
That's true. I wouldn't be able to talk to her.
Seriously, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. And don't try to handle this all by yourself. If things get tough, you can always come home. I will help with everything I can, okay?
Yeah, I know. I'll let you know when I need your help. Thank you. I need to check our bank statements, so I'll look into that.
Keep me updated. I'm worried about you.
I'll be okay. I just need time to get everything ready to throw at her. Hey, Emily, where are you?
I'm at home. Why? What's up?
Huh? I'm at home right now. Why are you lying that you're home?
No, I meant that I am just out shopping.
Then why didn't you just say that in the first place? Why lie about being at home when you clearly are not?
No, I meant to say I will be back home soon. I'm at the mall right now waiting for my Uber. I'm going to be home soon, so meant to say I'll be home soon. And I didn't think it was worth mentioning. It's not a big deal. You're acting strange.
Why do you have to lie about everything? Why? What is the point of lying? I can't do this anymore.
Mark, you're scaring me. What are you talking about? What's going on? We need to talk. What is it? Why are you acting up?
Because I can't trust you anymore. You are a liar. I can't deal with you. I want a divorce.
What? Divorce? Hey, what's going on? You want a divorce just because I wasn't home? Mark, this makes no sense. Can we talk about this?
Are you sure you really don't know why? Maybe try thinking about why I would want a divorce. What makes me want that? What could cause me to end things with you? Are you absolutely certain you have nothing to confess?
Yes, I am certain. I don't know what you think I've done. I don't understand. Please, just tell me what's wrong. Is it because I said I'm home when I'm not? Is this the reason you want a divorce?
Good thing I did my research beforehand. I knew you would deny everything and act all innocent. You've been using our household money however you want. You haven't been paying Mom the rent.
What? No. Who told you that?
You told Mom we couldn't make ends meet with just my salary. You said you were using your part-time job money for living expenses, but you don't even have a part-time job, do you?
Well, actually, I've been helping out a friend's restaurant, and I told your mom that was my part-time job. It wasn't regular work, but I did help sometimes.
Enough with the lies, that's all you do! I know Mrs. Parker has been cooking most of my dinners lately. You even asked her to make those meal preps, didn't you? She said you promised to help her negotiate lower rent during contract renewal.
I only said it might be possible, and she offered to help.
So you've been using your position as the owner's daughter-in-law to manipulate everyone.
They're the ones who started being nice to me. Don't make it sound like I'm the only one at fault. I was just trying to help everyone.
Then you're responsible for all the money issues. You even withdrew money from my pre-marriage savings without permission. And the living expenses, too. We should have been able to save money, but you spent it all. And I was disgusted to find out it was all to fund your affair.
What? What affair? I don't know what you are talking about.
Whatever you say now doesn't make me want to stay with you.
Mark, please, let me explain. It's not what it looks like.
No, I already investigated everything. You're cheating on me with a guy you met on a dating app, right?
Mark, no. I can explain. I'm so sorry. I know you think I am, but it wasn't cheating. I was just his supporter, mentally. He was in a difficult situation and he needed help.
That's nonsense. At first I didn't believe you were cheating on me, and I found out you two met on a dating app, so you were clearly looking for a boyfriend when you met him.
I only just used it to pass time. I never meant for it to go this far.
Oh, to make it worse, you used the app for passing time while married. You're a good liar, but I don't know why you would think that is a great excuse for you. You are so pathetic. Be happy you don't have to hide and keep your boyfriend a secret anymore. You two don't have to worry about me finding out. Enjoy your lives.
I won't make excuses anymore. But really, it wasn't a physical relationship with that man. Please, can we talk about this? I don't want a divorce. I did not cheat on you.
You mean it was an affair and infidelity? I've already met with him and he told me about everything.
You met him? When? How?
You didn't see that coming, did you? I had to meet the guy. He's a married man who's been having secret meetings with you. Did you know that too, but just didn't care? I needed evidence for the divorce settlement, so I had to talk to him to find out what you've been up to.
There was no physical relationship between him and me. I was just purely supporting him. I wanted to help, that is all. Please believe me.
What do you mean, purely supporting? If you want me to rethink the divorce, try to explain what you mean by purely supporting.
He told me he doesn't make much at his work, but he's young and was struggling financially. I just bought him meals sometimes and things here and there. That's all it was. It was not cheating. I was just being nice to him, making sure he was fed, you know? Nothing.
Right, you're just gonna keep up with the lies, huh? Okay, I'll play your game for a bit. How is going on hot springs trips together pure support, huh? I have heard about it too, of course. That family trip with your parents was a lie too. You went with him, didn't you? You two had your own getaway trip, huh? I've seen all your messages with him, so I know it all. You even discussed your fertile days with him. How vulgar. And you're not home now because you have plans with him. You're at the spa right now, aren't you? You're at the spa just so you can look fresh when you see him tomorrow. How sweet.
No, I just wanted to take care of myself for you. I wanted to look nice for you, and he means nothing.
Yeah, stop with the lies, seriously. Your boyfriend is here with me too, so please come back soon. We can all talk about this like adults.
Oh my gosh, he is there with you right now? Why? No, let him go. I can explain. I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you.
You took money from our household funds and my savings to spend on another man and had an affair. You even had Mrs. Parker cook for you so you'd have time to play around with him. You used her to cheat with your boyfriend. Everything was a lie.
Mark, I'm really sorry. I don't know why I acted like that. I won't do it again, and I promise. I will be the best housewife from now on, I swear. So please, forgive me just this once. We can start over. I will do whatever you want me to do.
How could I possibly forgive this? Do you even understand what you've done?
I know I made a huge mistake, and I messed up badly. I don't know what I was thinking. I am so sorry. I don't know why. I wasn't thinking clearly. From now on, I'll live only for you. I'll pay back everything. I will get a job and pay back everything I took from you. I will pay the rent to your mom as soon as possible. Please don't leave me. We can work this out.
No, we have nothing to talk about and I am done with you. I can't be with someone who is clearly comfortable lying to everybody, especially their significant other.
Please don't do this. Let's talk about us. We need to think about it together.
No, there's nothing to talk about. You betrayed me and Mom. You stole from me to spend on your boyfriend when you are my wife. How pathetic. I can't be with you. I just need you to sign the paper and pay the settlement as soon as possible, please. Oh, and disappear from my life, please.
I won't lie anymore. I'll never betray you again. I just wasn't thinking straight. Give me one more chance, please.
You used your position as the owner's daughter-in-law to manipulate the tenants. You don't understand how terrible you made us look. All of us. You played up financial hardship to my mom to avoid paying rent for months. Not only was she kind enough to let us be behind on the rent, but she was also really worried about us. She cared about you, too. She wanted to make sure you're in good hands, but you betrayed her. In the end, you were cheating on me the whole time and spending my money on another man. How could you do that? I can't live with a woman like you anymore. Remember how you told me about Mrs. Parker and how I should not trust anything she says? Well, I say you're the one with the compulsive lying disorder. You should seek professional help.
Mark, please.
If you're not gonna come home soon, your boyfriend can help me pack your stuff. If I were you, I would start making phone calls to your parents to see if you can come home for a while. So think about what you want to do. I already have a lawyer, so I'll have him contact you. The divorce was contentious, but when faced with the threat of a public court battle, Emily finally agreed to the divorce. During the divorce proceedings, more revelations came from building tenants and acquaintances about Emily's manipulations. It turned out she had borrowed money from others to fund her affair partner. I paid back those debts initially, but Emily eventually repaid everything through the divorce settlement. The settlement amount wasn't enough to cover all the financial damages, so Emily had to take out loans to pay the full amount. Her parents were so appalled by her behavior that they refused to let her move back home. She ended up taking a live-in position at a job in another state. Despite all her excuses and lies, I don't think Emily will ever change. She'll probably continue piling up lies until she ruins her own life again. I apologized to all the building tenants who were involved with Emily and moved out. Being single now, I didn't need such a large apartment, and honestly, it would have been uncomfortable to keep living there. I never imagined the person I trusted most would lie to me to such an extent. At the time, I was so devastated I could barely function. However, with support from my mom, friends, and co-workers, I'm slowly getting back to normal. From now on, I'll cherish the people who truly care about me and work on replacing these painful memories with happier ones as I move forward with my life. Talk to you later.
Hey, sis, are you around the house? Mom mentioned seeing you earlier.
Yeah, I stopped by during lunch. Had something to discuss with them.
Must have been important to come all the way here during work hours. You never leave that fancy office of yours unless it's serious.
Just needed their input on something. Nothing major.
Oh, come on. When was the last time you came home during lunch? Must be at least 6 months ago. Even during that big project you were working on.
I come home for lunch sometimes.
Name one time in the last 3 months.
Why are you so interested in my lunch schedule now?
Because you're being weird about it. Plus, you didn't even come upstairs to say hi to me.
Didn't know you were home. Thought you'd be at work too.
Working from home today, not feeling great. Which you'd know if you bothered to check on me.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just tired. But stop changing the subject. You're not usually this evasive.
I'm not being evasive.
Please, I can read you like a book. Really? Because I definitely heard raised voices from downstairs, even through my headphones. Mom and Dad seemed pretty worked up after you left.
Oh, you noticed? I had a talk with Mom and Dad about something during my lunch break.
Well, duh, the whole neighborhood probably noticed. Dad doesn't usually raise his voice like that. Not since that time I crashed his car in high school.
That was quite a day.
Remember how he turned completely red? But seriously, what's going on? Is it about James again?
How did you know it was about James?
Lucky guess. They've never exactly hidden their feelings about him. Plus, the walls are thin, and I heard his name come up a few times. Like a lot of times, actually, and none of it sounded good. They've been complaining about him since day one. Remember that first dinner when he came over?
Dad was just being protective over me.
Dad barely spoke 2 words to him, and Mom kept asking those weird questions about his family.
Yeah, that's right. I thought getting engaged would make them stop objecting, but they're actually more against it now than before.
Well, can you blame them? I mean, getting engaged after only dating for, what, a year and a half?
That's long enough to know someone.
Is it, though? Remember Melissa from high school?
What about her?
She got engaged after 2 years, then found out her fiancé had a whole other family.
James isn't like that.
How did you know? Have you ever met his family?
We've been together long enough. I don't see why they're so worried.
Maybe if you'd waited longer before getting engaged. You guys have only been together for only a year and a half after all. That's pretty quick to some people, you know.
When you know, you know.
That's what Rachel said.
Rachel from accounting?
Yeah, before her fiancé ran off with their wedding savings.
This isn't like that.
Well, they're just looking out for you. Remember what happened with Mike in college? That was brutal.
That was different. I was young and naive then.
You were 22, that's not that young. And he seemed perfect too.
Mike and James are nothing alike.
That's what you said about Mike and Tom.
Can we not bring up all my exes?
Just saying, you don't have the best track record. They probably just want to protect you. They've been saying forever that you should reconsider marrying James, like literally since you first started dating him, even before the engagement.
I know, and I keep telling them they're being overprotective.
But why are they so against him specifically? Did something happen? Did he do something to make them suspicious? Because Mom's been acting weird lately, like more than usual.
What do you mean, weird?
Just watching him differently at family dinners and asking me all those questions about him.
What kind of questions?
Oh, just stuff. Like if I've noticed anything off about him, if he ever mentions money problems.
I didn't realize it was still an ongoing discussion. I thought the engagement would settle things, but apparently not. They're even more opposed now than before.
That's weird. Usually they calm down once they see you're serious about someone. But with James, they seem to be getting more worried, which is strange because he's so charming. But why? James is so sweet, and he works at that big company, right? The one that's a client of yours?
Yeah, that's how we met, during that business project.
Oh, right, the Peterson project. The one you stayed late for all those nights. James mentioned you were always working late then.
He mentioned that?
Yeah, in passing. That's what I mean. He's got a good job, he's charming, he treats you well. To be honest, I think you really lucked out with him.
I know, right? I don't get why they're so against it. Seems like such a waste.
Have they given you any actual reasons or just vague, we don't trust him stuff? Because that's all Mom will tell me. We just have a bad feeling. Something's not right. Like, what does that even mean?
Mostly vague concerns. Nothing specific.
Well, it's so frustrating. If I knew what their problem was, we wouldn't be having this conversation. It's not like they've caught him doing anything wrong. He's always so helpful at family events. Remember how he helped Dad with the yard work?
Yeah, I remember.
And he always brings Mom those fancy chocolates she likes. Like, what more do they want? Like, what do they expect to find by making you wait?
They keep saying they don't trust him as a person, but they don't seem to have any specific reason. Today, they just kept insisting I should wait longer before getting married.
Wait longer for what exactly? You're not getting any younger, and it's not like you guys have problems.
Thanks for that.
You know what I mean? James is a catch. Mom and Dad are being ridiculous.
They didn't say exactly, just that there's no rush to get married.
That's so frustrating. You're not exactly a teenager making rash decisions. You've always been the sensible one, the responsible one, the perfect one.
Here we go again.
What? It's true. You're the one who always does everything right, makes all the smart choices.
And that bothers you?
No, I mean, whatever. We're talking about you and James here.
Right.
After you went ahead with the engagement without their approval, you'd think they'd at least accept the marriage. Must be tough for you, sis.
Thanks, but this isn't really your problem. Besides, I know you and Mom and Dad don't get along great either. Must be hard for you too.
This isn't about me, though. I mean, you and our parents have always had issues, right? They've always been super strict with you. Must be rough. Like, impossibly strict. It was actually scary sometimes.
That's not entirely true. They were strict about school stuff.
Oh, come on. They monitored everything you did. Your friends, your activities, everything. Remember when they grounded you for a month just for getting a B+? Who does that?
It's not that we don't get along. They were strict when I was in school, but they're actually really nice to me. I'm still living at home and everything. I'm grateful to have such a comfortable place to live. I kind of envy that part of your situation.
My situation? You mean my tiny apartment? The one with the leaky faucet? And the neighbor who plays drums at 3 a.m.?
At least you have your independence.
Yeah, well, I barely show my face at home anymore. Things get awkward whenever we're together. Besides, independence isn't all it's cracked up to be. You try paying rent in this economy while working entry-level jobs. Not all of us can be corporate hotshots.
Maybe that's why they're against marriage too. They might be projecting their issues with you onto James.
What's that supposed to mean? What issues?
Just that they might be worried about losing another daughter.
Right, because they're so worried about losing precious, perfect Emily. Their star child, their golden girl.
Let's not start that again. I'm just trying to understand their perspective.
Whatever, at least James sees you for who you really are. He gets you, unlike them.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing, forget I said anything. Just forget it.
You know you can talk to me if something's bothering you.
Yeah, sure, like you'd understand. Little Miss Perfect with her perfect job and her perfect fiancé.
Speaking of James, though, I need to ask you something.
What's up? You're being weird. Weirder than usual.
Is it true what he told me? That you're pregnant with his child?
Oh, so he told you. When?
Does it matter when he told me?
I guess I just thought... Never mind. How much did he tell you?
What do you mean?
I guess not everything, then. I was going to tell you myself. I swear, I just needed time.
When exactly were you planning to tell me?
Soon. I just needed time to figure out how. It's not exactly something you can just blurt out. Hey, sis, guess what? You know?
How long have you known?
A few weeks, since the test came back positive. Did he tell you anything else?
What do you mean by anything else?
You know, about us, about how long.
He told me enough, but I want to hear it from you.
I don't even know where to start.
The beginning would be good.
Yeah, it's true. We just confirmed it at the doctor's the other day. The pregnancy, I mean.
How far along?
6 weeks. Almost 7 now, actually. The doctor says everything looks good.
And you're sure it's his?
What? Of course I'm sure. What kind of person do you think I am? I can't believe you'd even ask that.
The kind who sleeps with her sister's fiancé, apparently.
That's fair, I guess. I walked right into that one. Look, I know how this looks.
Do you? Because I'm not sure you do.
It's complicated. Really complicated.
Then uncomplicate it for me. Please, explain.
I don't know how. It's all such a mess now.
Start with when it began.
I'd rather not. Can't we just focus on the present?
I deserve to know.
You're right. You do deserve to know. But once I tell you, things will never be the same.
They're already never going to be the same.
Fine, but you're not going to like it. At all. Right.
I already don't like it.
I'm sorry about getting pregnant first.
What? Are you serious right now?
That's really not the issue here. You were engaged to him and we were having an affair. You get that, right? Like, that's the actual problem here.
Just trying to understand how this happened.
No, you're trying to make me feel worse, and it's working.
How long has this been going on?
Can we not do this?
Yes, we can do this. Right now.
Does it matter? It's not like knowing will make it better.
Yes, it matters. I need to know.
Why, so you can calculate exactly how long we've been betraying you? So you can figure out how exactly angry to be?
Just answer the question.
I can't remember exactly. Probably about a year. We were together even before you got engaged.
A year?
Look, I didn't mean for it to go on that long. It just kind of happened. And kept happening.
So, when you helped me pick out my engagement ring.
Yeah, I was there. I knew.
And when you organized my engagement party?
I know how it looks on me. I'm not proud of it.
Do you? Do you really?
Look, it just happened, okay? We didn't plan it. Neither of us did.
Things like this don't just happen for a year.
I didn't plan it, if that's what you're thinking. It just happened one night when you were working late on the Peterson project. He was lonely. I was there.
And kept happening?
Yeah. One time became 2, then 3, then... I'm not proud of it.
Could have fooled me.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm trying to be honest here.
By the way, James mentioned you didn't seem too upset when I agreed to break off the engagement.
Why would I be upset? Well, duh, what else could you do? I'm pregnant and he was cheating on you. No way you could stay engaged after that, right? It's not like you had a choice.
He said I was smiling when I agreed to end things.
Were you? Actually smiling? Or just doing that thing you do.
What thing?
That calm and collected thing. When you're actually mad.
Does that surprise you?
Well, yeah, I mean, you just lost your fiancé. Most people would be devastated. Most people would be screaming or crying or both.
Most people aren't me.
That's for sure. You're always like that, putting on a brave face. That's why neither of our parents nor your fiancé really loved you. You never show what you're really feeling.
You don't get to talk about who loves me.
Hit a nerve, did I? Finally showing some emotion. About time.
That's not really relevant right now. It's not something you need to comment on.
Oh, there you go again, all calm and composed, like nothing affects you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I hate how you always act so composed. Mom even said they were too strict with you, and that's why you turned out so cold. Like an ice queen. No wonder James came to me instead.
Is that what you think? That I'm cold?
Everyone thinks so. You're like a robot sometimes. Even James said so. He said being with you was like dating a computer. All schedules and planning, no spontaneity.
Is that why they were easier on you?
What? Oh, you mean why do they let me get away with more? Why they didn't turn me into their little robot?
If that's how you want to put it.
Yeah, and look how wild I turned out. But hey, at least I'm happy, unlike someone who's lost both her parents' love and her fiancé. At least people actually want to be around me. At least I know how to live.
And that makes you happy?
Shouldn't it? I mean, I finally won at something. Finally beat perfect Emily at something.
I guess so. But can I ask you something? Why James?
What do you mean? Why not James?
Out of all the men in the world, why did it have to be James?
Why does it matter now? It's done. He chose me.
He's your sister's fiancé. You know nobody's going to approve of this.
Ugh, are you seriously still bitter about this? It's getting annoying. Always with the morality lectures.
I'm not bitter. I'm trying to understand.
No, you're trying to make me feel guilty, but guess what? I don't. Not even a little.
Not even a little?
Nope, I got what I wanted. For once in my life, I got something you wanted.
And what exactly did you want?
You already know. To win, to finally beat you at something.
I want to hear you say it.
Fine, you really want to know? Want me to spell it out?
Yes, I do.
Tomorrow. I'll tell you everything tomorrow, when I'm calmer.
Why not now?
Because I need to think about how to say it, how to make you understand.
You've had a year to think about it.
Just give me until tomorrow, please.
Fine, but this conversation isn't over. Not just about the social consequences, but James cheated on his fiancée with her sister. Don't you think that says something about his character? Can you really be happy with someone like that?
Are you seriously trying to lecture me right now, after everything?
I'm asking a legitimate question.
After everything that's happened, you're still trying to act like the responsible older sister? That's rich. That's so you.
Someone needs to think about the consequences.
Oh my god, you're still trying to act like my big sister? Do you seriously not get it? I went after James because he was your fiancé. Because he was yours. Because for once I wanted something you had.
What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. You know exactly what I mean. You always get everything. The grades, the job, the guy.
I want you to explain it to me.
Really? We're doing this now? Fine, let's do this.
Yes, we are.
Fine, you want me to spell it out? Every family dinner was like a performance. Look at Emily's promotion. Look at Emily's new client. Oh, Emily's getting married. It never ended.
That's what this is about? My grades and things I've accomplished?
It's about everything. Like I was the one they loved more, so why did you always have the better life? It made me so mad. Every single day.
Better life? What are you talking about?
Oh, please. The great job, the nice fiancé, living at home, rent-free. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to pay rent on my crappy apartment with roommates who steal my food. Do you know how that feels?
Those things didn't just happen to me. I worked hard for it.
No, you're right. You earned them. That's even worse. Always so perfect, so put together, never making mistakes, never failing at anything. It's exhausting just watching you.
I worked hard for everything I have. I don't appreciate you complaining about the results of my efforts.
See? There you go again. I worked hard. I earned it. I don't appreciate. God, you sound like a stuck-up bitch.
Watch your language.
Or what you'll tell Mom and Dad, like you always did when we were kids. Poor little tattletale Emily.
I never told on you.
Liar, you always ran to them every single time. Yeah, here comes your holier-than-thou attitude again. This is exactly why you end up alone. You can be as successful as you want, but you'll never be as loved as me. Got it?
Is that what you think? That being loved means you can do whatever you want?
At least I know how to feel things. At least I go after what I want. I don't just sit there and take it when life isn't fair. I make things fair.
By stealing your sister's fiancé?
By winning for once. By taking something from you. Do you know what it's like to live in your shadow, always being compared to you?
Nobody was comparing us.
Everyone was comparing us. Why can't you be more like Emily? Emily would never...
Remember how they kept opposing our marriage? Well,
I thought that was because they didn't like you. You mean it wasn't about you at all? All this time?
no, they were worried about me. I mean, you were meeting James near our house. Did you really think mom and dad wouldn't notice your affair?
They knew all this time. But they didn't say anything. How long?
They weren't completely sure, so they hired a private investigator to look into James. That's why they kept telling me to wait on the marriage. They were waiting for the results.
No. This isn't happening. This can't be happening.
It is happening.
Why didn't they say anything when I told them about the pregnancy?
By then, they knew about both the affair and the pregnancy. They spent a long time discussing how to handle you. This is the result.
You mean you three conspired against me? You all knew and kept quiet? You let me marry him?
Think of it as a wedding present.
This isn't funny. How could you do this to me?
Didn't you want revenge for me stealing your fiancé?
This is different. This is tricking me. This is cruel.
Well, nobody technically lied to you. We just didn't mention certain things. And honestly, both mom and dad are pretty angry with you too.
I'll kill him. I swear I'll kill him. How could he not tell me about this? All those times he borrowed money?
That won't solve anything.
Screw this. I'm not dealing with his debt. I'll just dump him back on you.
That's not how marriage works.
Watch me. I'll figure something out. There has to be a way out.
You really haven't grown up at all, have you? You're about to be a mother. How long are you planning to act like a child?
But this is your ex-fiance's debt. You should take some responsibility too.
You took that responsibility when you took him from me. Besides, you're going to be a mother now. You can't keep acting this immature.
I don't care. I just wanted to beat you. I don't understand all this stuff about responsibility.
Well, that's part of what you need to learn from this.
This isn't fair.
As her big sister, nothing would make me happier than seeing how much she's grown.